All right, well, I heard yesterday that the Fibble was interesting, and I was out of town and didn't have a chance to do it, and then someone said that why don't I just do today's and yesterday's together, so we're doing a double Fibble today. So if you're not familiar with Fibble, it's just like Wordle, except on every row, one of the clues is a lie. I've got yesterday's puzzle on the left, and I've got today's puzzle on the right, and we're gonna try and make the same guess on both of them, and hopefully solve both of them. So, generally, what I like to do is repeat letters so that way, you can find contradictions. Now, I don't like to repeat when you have lots of grays. I don't like to do quite as much because you're not really finding out much information since most of those letters are not in here. Now, we do have quite a few letters, so the I would be good to do for sure. N isn't terrible, even though it's gray on both of them, just because, again, chance for a contradiction. So I and N would be good. Other than that, maybe we should try, I and N and some new letters. That could be good. Train isn't terrible. It does repeat the A as well, but the A is yellow. A and I are both yellow, so there's decent chance that those are in there. Train's not bad. T and R are good. Let's go with train. Okay. Well, that's interesting. So, let's go to the right first. So, we know one of the A's is a lie and one of the I's is a lie, for sure. So, everything else on those two rows has to be true. It's kind of like an X-wing in Sudoku. We know one of the A's has to be a lie, one of the I's has to be a lie. We also know, and we know that whichever the A or the I is the lie on the first row, if it's the A, it can't be that it's supposed to be green, because then it would be the lie on both, and this would have to be true on both, which isn't possible. So, whichever of these two is the lie, it's supposed to be gray. We know that much. So there's an A or an I. There is an L, there is an S. So, and the A or the I, whichever one is correct, is yellow. So it could be something like slide would be good. SLI. SLI isn't bad. That's pretty good on the right. I like something like slide over there. Now on the left, if the I or the N is a lie, okay, well if the N is a lie, it's the lie on both. Which would mean, right, if the N is the lie, let's assume that's a lie. There has to be an N, right? Well, but that means that there's an I, a D, a Y, a T, and an R, and an N. That's 6 letters, so that's impossible. So the N has to be true. Now the I, if the I is the lie, then there's a D, a Y, a T, and R, and the I could be, oh, right. Okay, yeah, so the I being a lie means it has to be gray. It couldn't be green because, well, if one of them was a lie, oh, right, if one of them was a lie, it could be green. If it was this one and it was green, then that would obviously be a lie, but we know we've got at least 4 of the letters here because we know at least 2 of I, D, and Y are in the word, and we know at least 2 of T, R, and I are in the word. Oh, so we've got at least 3 letters, because it could be the I, and then the T or the R, and the D or the Y, yeah. Well, I was thinking about slide on the right. That's not terrible on the left, because the I and the D gives us a chance for some contradictions as well as some new letters. Let's go with that. Okay. Interesting. Oh, the answer was slide. Wow. All right, well, got that one quick. Okay, cool. Well, on the left, okay, we know the R or the L is a lie, right? They can't both be true, obviously. What else? We also know, okay, the D is interesting. If the D, if it was a lie, it's a lie in both places, right? And that would mean that these are both true, but that works. But that also means the L, the I, and the E are true, which means the R has to be a lie. So it would have to be, if the D is a lie, you would have to have T, L, I, something, E, which isn't gonna work. So the D's can't be lies. Those have to be true. And we know the R or the L is a lie. So there is an I in the word for sure. Oh, they could both be lies though, right? Yeah, but we know there's an I in the word for sure. These could both be lies potentially. I was about to say, we know that this is true, because we know there's an I in the word, and one of these two is gonna be correct, but these could both be lies. If those are both lies, then we have, oh, but then you'd have T something I something E, because the I and the E and the T would all have to be true if those were both lies. But the D is true, so it would have to be TDI, which isn't gonna work. So those can't both be lies. One of them is true, which means this I can't be green, right? And we know there's an I in the word, because whichever one of these is a lie, the I has to be true. So this one is definitely true. So I'm thinking DRI something E. The T would be the lie here. The L would be the lie here. That would work. What would be the lie on the top? The Y. The Y would be the lie. It's supposed to be gray. Could be like drive. Sure, let's go with drive. There we go, all right. Definitely the fastest I've ever gotten a double fibble. I haven't gotten too many single fibbles. I don't know if I've ever gotten one in this quick. Probably at some point I did. Oh, I did. The other day I got one. Yeah, in 3, didn't I? Yeah, okay. Just the other day I did. But I don't normally get them that quick, and doing a double one that quick, that was amazing. All right, well, cool. Happened to guess the right things to start with, I guess. But there you go. Let me know how you did with yesterday's fibble and today's fibble, and how quickly you got them, and be sure to like and subscribe. And I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles. We'll pick a random available seat. Why? Who knows? That's just the kind of thing hypothetical passengers do. That's pretty good. Let's go with that. Wow! No way! Yeah, I mean, either apart or short could be right, or neither of them could be right. Who knows? I mean, 20 times 11 is 220. Then we would need to add 53. 40 plus 13 is 53. There we go. 11 times 20, 220.